Hi there. I am super excited today because I have a very interesting topic lined up for you. But before I tell you what it is, tell me something. Do you have a pet at home? Well, if you do, that's great. And I have this cute, fluffy cat that is my bundle of joy. But at times, this bundle of joy turns into a bundle of mischief. And let me tell you, it's no fun when these pets show you their wicked side. Now you must be wondering why I am telling you this. That's because in this session we shall read and discuss a poem which talks about a cat. And let me warn you, this isn't a normal cat. It is a criminal, a master of disguise, awfully dirty, and has kept the best criminal agencies on their toes. Yeah, so now I can see the excitement glimmering through your eyes. Better hold on to that feeling before it vanishes, because first I'll be telling you about the poet T.S. Eliot. Now, Thomas Stearns Eliot was born on the 26th September 1888. He was an essayist, a critic, a playwright, and one of the well-known poets of the 20th century. Some of his famous poems include The Waste Land, Love Song of J. Alfred Prufrock, Journey of the Magi, Naming of Cats, and many more. He was awarded the Nobel Prize for Literature in 1948. His poem, Macavity the Mystery Cat, is one of the best known poems from the Old Possum's Book of Practical Cats. And this is the only book that he had written for a younger audience. So, Macavity, also known as the Mystery Cat and the Hidden Paw, is a master criminal. In the poem, he is portrayed as an extremely clever criminal. You know, someone who is way too smart to be caught. If that has caught your attention, let's begin with the recitation of the poem. Macavity the Mystery Cat by T.S. Eliot. Macavity is a mystery cat. He is called the Hidden Paw, for he is the master criminal who can defy the law. He is the bafflement of Scotland Yard, the flying squad's despair. For when they reach the scene of crime, Macavity is not there. Macavity, Macavity, there's no one like Macavity. He's broken every human law. He breaks the law of gravity. His powers of levitation would make a fakir stare. And when you reach the scene of crime, Macavity is not there. You may seek him in the basement, you may look up in the air, but I tell you once and once again, Macavity is not there. Macavity is a ginger cat. He is very tall and thin. You would know him if you saw him, for his eyes are sunken in. His brow is deeply lined with thought. His head is highly domed. His coat is dusty from neglect. His whiskers are uncombed. He sways his head from side to side with movements like a snake. And when you think he's half asleep, he's always wide awake. Macavity, Macavity, there's no one like Macavity, for he's a fiend in feline shape, a monster of depravity. You may meet him in a by-street, you may see him in the square, but when a crime's discovered, then Macavity is not there. Now that I have read the poem, I am sure you must have understood what it's about. So let me elaborate further. In the poem, Macavity the Mystery Cat, T.S. Eliot describes the mysterious qualities of a villainous cat. He describes Macavity as a tall and thin cat who is always up to some crime. What is even more surprising is that he is too clever to leave any evidence of his guilt. He can manage to puzzle every detective agency in the world, even the Scotland Yard and flying squad who are specialized at investigating crime. There is hardly any proof to arrest him, and he's always a mile away from all crime spots. Not only does he break the human law, but he also breaks the law of gravity. His brows are deeply lined in thought as he is continuously planning a crime. Macavity wears a dusty coat. He has sunken eyes and dome-shaped head. Also, he never combs his whiskers and thus appears to be untidy. The only thing that he does is spend his time plotting for his criminal acts and how to carry them out. Now that we have gained a brief idea about the poem, let's take every stanza to understand the poem better. We shall read between the lines. Macavity a mystery cat, he's called the hidden paw, for he is the master criminal who can defy the law. He's the bafflement of Scotland Yard, the flying squad's despair, for when they reach the scene of crime, Macavity is not there. So, in this stanza, the poet describes a mysterious cat called Macavity. The cat is a mysterious figure and is known as the hidden paw since he is the criminal mastermind who disregards law. Even the famous detective agencies like Scotland Yard and the Flying Squad are unable to find him. He has baffled every detective agency. Whenever they reach the crime scene, the mysterious cat is never there. You see, Scotland Yard and the Flying Squad are the world's best known detective agencies. And if the cat can baffle them, it indeed must be clever. We will continue reading to find out more about this cat. Till then, keep an eye on the rhyming words in this stanza. Bye-bye and take care. TutorMate. For more amazing video lectures, download the free app on the Apple App Store or Google Play Store.